Hey everyone, it's Gamefruitpulp and welcome back to another Building Toronto video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a first on the project, an underground build. So the underground build that we're looking at today is the TTC King Subway Station. For those viewers not from Toronto, the TTC is an acronym, obviously. It stands for the Toronto Transit Commission, which is our public transit organization within the city of Toronto. The station isn't 100% accurate simply because there isn't an underground map that I can follow while building like there is on Google Street View for the above ground builds. So I did build the King Subway to the best of my abilities based on the images I could find on Google, as well as my personal memories from the times that I have been to King Subway Station. I didn't go for a sort of concrete, this hallway is here, so this is how the hallway is in our build, because I didn't think that would be possible. Instead, what I went for was trying to capture the kind of the environment of the build in the sense of the yellow walls, the brick down at track level, and that kind of thing. So more the ambience, the style of the build from the era it was built in, and that kind of thing. It's more so than trying to get concrete. This is where the hallway was, so this is where the hallway is, because I didn't think that would be possible. So that's really that. And because this isn't 100% accurate right now, if you do have any ways that you think I could make the station better, whether it be more accurate, something I could easily do, or just better in the sense of making the station look more like King Subway Station actually looks, please do let me know in the comments down below, because I'd love to make any changes as you guys suggest. There is other thing of note before I get into the details about King Station. There is no Line 1 subway cars on this line yet. I plan on adding them in the future, but I didn't have them done for this build, so they're not in there. As per usual, most of the information on the station, like many of my other episodes, comes from Wikipedia. King Station opened in 1954 as part of the first stretch of subway line built in Toronto between Union and Eglinton stations. The original address for the station was 70 Yonge Street, which is still used in the Toronto Transit Commission maps, but the official website uses the address of 3 King Street East, which both point to the intersection of the two streets and the numbers that are not being used by nearby buildings. A scissors crossover was installed just north of the station when the line was built, so that trains could easily cross over from one track to another, but was later removed in May of 1984 during track rehabilitation because of maintenance costs. In 2012, the TTC decided to put the crossover back in place, as it would allow trains to turn back during service disruptions once the automatic train control is implemented. So those of you who don't know, the TTC is moving away from operated trains with conductors inside the subway cars to a control that's basically done automatically. So there was sort of a big rehabilitation project of all the rail lines so that they could sort of prepare for this really significant update to the way that the TTC subway operates. I haven't started working on the tunnels to the north or south of the stations quite yet, aside from the very basic details, but I plan on putting in these railway crossovers as well as the vehicles once I do begin to do the tunnel work. The station lies underneath Yonge Street at King Street and is built on 3 levels. All 5 entrances are located at ground level, with 3 of them being sidewalk staircases to the northeast, southwest, and southeast corners of Yonge Street and King Street, and the Yonge Street and King Street intersection. The northwest corner entrance is through Scotia Plaza, and a semi-automatic entrance from Commerce Court East at 21 Melinda Street is staffed by collector during rush hour. There's also an exit-only sidewalk staircase from the southbound subway platform just south of Melinda Street. There are no elevators in the station, and it is not accessible for persons with physical disabilities. In my version of the build, there is actually an elevator from 1 King West down to the concourse level, because from what I could tell, there is a subway connection in 1 King West, and I couldn't do that as a staircase because of constraints between the 1 King West build itself and Yonge Street. So what I chose to do is make an elevator down simply because I wanted to make sure that 1 King West connection was there. Everything else, as far as I can tell, is accurate in the sense of the exits. There is one at Commerce Court East. There is an exit through Scotia Plaza. There is the 3 pedestrian exits, and I also installed a service entrance that is on the sidewalk on Yonge Street, south of King Street, that doesn't connect to the actual. It isn't a pedestrian access. It's used for employees, as far as I could tell, and track maintenance. But I did have that connect to the concourse level of the station as well as the track level. When you're looking at the actual build itself, like I said, I did try and capture the sort of ambience of the station through the things like the turnstiles that I had installed and the collection desk the hallway from the Melinda Commerce Court entrance is built in the style of Commerce Court. From what I could tell, it's the same style as the hallway from the station to Commerce Court. So that's all built like that. As for the track level, the tracks themselves, I tried to find a good design for subway car tracks. I got this model of track from YouTube and Planet Minecraft creator named Crafty Fox. He is a specialist in all sorts of trains and subways and that kind of stuff. So if you are looking for any of that stuff, I recommend checking out his channel. The platform itself, obviously I have the yellow strip, the yellow sort of emergency strip for those who are vision impaired so that they don't fall off the platform. I have the light bar that they have along the top like King Subway does, as well as the orange style roof and the yellow walls. And I tried to sort of, as we look down into the tunnels that I'm just starting, I plan on trying to do those as accurately as possible as well. But I really tried to, this was a difficult build because unlike the above ground builds where the accuracy is usually almost right on, I can almost do it exactly the way I can see it, and I'm just building based off what I see on pictures. There was sort of more room for interpretation on these builds, with which you would think would make it easier to build, but when you're trying to be as accurate as possible, it actually makes it a lot more difficult, simply because you don't know for sure if you're doing it correctly. But that is everything for this build. If you did enjoy the video and you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're sort of slowly approaching 500 subscribers, so I know that is a milestone I've been pushing for a while on my channel. So if you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hopefully you'll be part of that 500 subscriber gang. But aside from that, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed, or sorry, if you're a returning viewer and you enjoyed, be sure to leave that like button and share the channel with some of your friends so we can help get me to 500 subscribers. And if you enjoyed this video and you haven't watched my other Building Toronto videos, be sure to check out the Building Toronto playlist. There is a playlist that'll pop up at the end of the video on the end screen, or you want to go to my channel page. There's pretty much every playlist I have on my channel is there, so you can find the Building Toronto playlist. I think this is episode 45, so we're slowly approaching episode 50 actually, but that's pretty cool. Aside from that, hope you guys enjoyed. The next video on my channel will be a Minecraft showcase, Planet Minecraft showcase. That's already done and ready. It should be out sometime next week, so watch out for that. But my name is Gamefruitpulp. This has been Minecraft Building Toronto, and I will catch you guys all next time. Have a good one.